Hello, everyone. Thank you for hitting that little triangle. Today's book I'm talking about is over 20 years old. I read it before, but I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit older that it really caught my attention and I wanted to read it again. It's called Stiff: What Human Cadavers Can Tell Us by Mary Roach. And she is an anatomy professor, so she's used to seeing corpses, and she, talks about the whole book is her um, deciding what she would do with her body should she donate it to science, because so many people do and so many things are learned from corpses. So she takes us through that embalming went back into ancient civilizations, talked about different cultures and how they treat the dead bodies. um, I just really found it fascinating. If you like CSI, this is a little bit more descriptive. I did know about corpse farms where they just kind of put the bodies out to the elements, and it helps forensic investigators learn how old the deceased was when their bodies were found. Now, obviously, environmental things take precedent, but it's just fascinating. And she talked about the different stages of decomposition, and then she also talked about the trends in funerals that I had read over my dead body. um, I also enjoyed the forensics she talked about. I remember TWA Flight 800, and she talked to the person who did the autopsies on the bodies that were found, and the state of their bodies. I do remember when it first crashed, people said they saw a missile go at it. Um, but it was later determined that unfortunately wires sparked, empty fuel tanks on the plane, and it exploded. And she took us through as to the condition of the bodies, and how that showed that it wasn't uh, a missile, it was a direct hit. Also learned that when you fall from a great height, it's not your bones breaking or your spine severing that kills you. It's the weight of your heart. And our little aorta connects everything, and it's the velocity that your little aorta can't support the 1 to 2 pounds your heart weighs, and it separates, and that's what kills you. So that's great to know. But I just found it fascinating. Again, if you liked CSI or any of those shows, um, and like I said, she did talk a little bit about burial because she is kind of fighting with her husband. She wants to donate her body to science because she is an anatomy professor and benefited from other people, but he is saying, I can't do that. I need to go through the grieving process with your body intact. So I enjoyed it. It was another pick from the Morbidly Curiosity um, book club. So if you couldn't tell, nonfiction again. Maybe I'll maybe I'll read a fiction book in the future. Who knows? But like, share, subscribe if you like watching these. Thank you.